Hello, welcome back. Today we're back working on our caster project. Got kind of a fun one today. We're going to be working on this little clip here that actually fits in this groove on the shaft. All right, so let's get started. Going to go into our SOLIDWORKS, kind of open up a new part. And since we're working in the metric system, I'm going to want to go down and make sure that we're working in millimeters. So I have a little picture of the clip here, but really our reference measurements are going to be over here on the shaft. So first things first, kind of start off with a new sketch. Kind of put this one on the right plane. Kind of start off just with a pair of circles, basically making myself a washer. And then I'll make my cutouts to turn it into the little snap clip. So my internal diameter here is going to be 6.4, so it fits over that groove. And then for my external, we'll give ourselves a little bit of space, so I'll just call it 9. Excellent. Go into my features menu, and I can extrude this, and we can see the actual groove is 0.73. So I'll make this a little bit smaller. I'll just go with 0.7. I think we will have a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, there we go. So we got ourselves a washer. So now that I've got this washer, what I need to do is I need to make out my little cuts that will turn it into my little retainer ring. To do that, I'm going to start a sketch. Just put it on the plane that is the side of the washer. I'm going to want a reference line in the center. Just go down until it touches right there, straight line from the middle down to that inner diameter line. And now I'm going to choose my polygon tool, starting in the middle of that reference line. I'm going to go about halfway through my washer with this polygon shape. I'm going to select this bottom line of it, say that I want it horizontal, so I know it's nicely squared up. Very nice. Now all I need to do is bring this inner diameter circle up from the previous sketch into the current one. Do that with convert entities, green tick mark, and that brought it up into the current sketch. Now I'm going to grab my trimming tool, select power trim, and get rid of everything I don't need. Just start dragging through all this extra stuff. And what I'm left with is this nice little cutout down on the bottom. Go back to my selection tool, drag over all of it so it's all selected, because I don't just want one, I'm actually going to want 3 of them. So I need a pair of them up here as well. Go under my linear sketch pattern drop down, pick circular pattern. It's offering me 4. I actually only want 3. Looks good. Now I go into my features menu and I say I want to cut extrude. I'm going to just go through all. Excellent. So now I've got my basic cutouts here in the top. This bottom one I actually want to be completely open. So I want it to become this little opening down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw another sketch onto this surface. And I need to bring a couple of these lines up from the old sketch into the new one. Going to use convert entities. Select these 3 straight lines and my outside arc. Now I'm going to tie them together with a little curved line here on the side. Green tick mark, there we go. They're up in my current sketch. with my 3-point arc, I'm going to tie them together. Starting at this point, heading out here. We'll go, see that yellow line that shows a line through the midpoint of the circle and the point where I started? I'm going to use that as my guide. Excellent. And there's my arc. Take my measurement tool and I'll assign it the curve value for its radius, and I'll just say 0.75. Excellent. Now, I don't just want one of these, I'm going to want another one on the other side that's identical. Instead of having to draw it again, I can use my selection tool, highlight it, go up here to mirror entities. It says entity to mirror is that arc. What do I want to mirror it about? So I go into this drop-down menu and I choose my front plane. And there you go. See, it's going to give me an identical copy on the other side. Green tick mark, good to go. Now I just need to trim away the lines that I don't need, which is the rest of the circle. And when I cut, I'm going to cut out all this highlighted portion down here. So I'll go up into my features menu, say extrude cut. Should offer me a through all. It does. And there we go. I've got myself a nice little snap ring. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helps.